Hi friends, just wanted to share with you today the most fabulous oracle deck that has come in my possession in the last week or so. I have probably 50 oracle decks and I've spoken about some of them on my channel. Tehla Jane, so my name's Tehla Jane for those of you who I don't know or you've just come across my channel suddenly. I have come across the Fairytale Oracle by Kate Forsyth. Now, Kate Forsyth is an incredible author, and I've just read her book Psyche, which is just fascinating. She is probably one of the most knowledgeable authors out there who weave an understanding of the ancient, I guess, history and mystery of fairy tales and fables, and exactly she can sort of pinpoint exactly where the first idea was spawned for particular fairy tales. And some of it is, it's not all sugar coated, like it's actually quite dark as well. And it's not only limited to the Brothers Grimm, it goes way back. So she is just an excellent person to follow if you don't know of her yet. But what I wanted to do was I just wanted to share a little bit about her first, and then I wanted to draw a card, because the uniqueness about the Fairytale Oracle, in my opinion, is that it really, really can speak to anybody on this earth who has been a child. It references most of the main fairy tales that you would have been exposed to as a child, and it almost instantly takes you back to your own recollection of the Cinderellas and the Hansel and Gretels and the Sleeping Beauties, Snow White. It's just so beautiful. So I am going to be pulling a card as well at the end for guidance for you today. But I just really, really wanted to share this opening story that Kate shares about herself that I was not aware of even after reading quite a few of her books. And I just feel like her own life, her own tale, her own struggle with health and pain and injury as a child has really developed into her writing and now oracle cards as well. So this is just in the introduction, and it's actually backdropped by a gorgeous piece of art here by Merle Hunt, who's the artist for this oracle deck. And obviously that's Rapunzel by the looks of it. But the illustrations are just they're so divine in this book. So she opens by saying, "Fairy tales have haunted my imagination since I was a little girl. When I was 2 years old, I was savaged by a dog in the backyard of my father's veterinary hospital. It tossed me like a rag doll, then seized my head in its jaws, its fangs striking through the thin bone of my skull and into my brain. The doctors needed to make more than 200 stitches to repair the damage. I did not wake after the operation, but lay in a deep slumber like a cursed princess." Is she a storyteller or what? But you know what? It's actually come from her own lived experience, which I was so surprised and so shocked to learn this. 10 days after the incident, my mother was told I had bacterial meningitis. My temperature climbed so high, I was laid on a bed of ice like a glass coffin. I was not expected to survive. Another 10 days passed, and I still had not woken up. My mother sat beside my bed, clutching my hand. Katie, come back, she said. Please come back. She bent and kissed me on the forehead. I woke up, brought back to life by my mother's kiss. And there's a lot more to her tale, but I just thought what a miracle it is that she is actually alive, and has gone on to write so many books and create so many beautiful oracle decks like this one. The cards themselves are just an absolute treat, and I always put a little talisman in as well with my oracle card decks. This one is a little house, and it's a really, really special gift that one of my friends gave me, and we all have one, all 5 of us have one of these little homes, and it marks a similar transition that we all made 4 years ago and how we met. So I've popped this as the talisman in with this deck. I wasn't sure why, but in a way, I guess this deck does make me feel like I'm at home. So the cards themselves, they're like gold embossed, and I'm not sure if this is going to show up. Oh yeah, hopefully it will. I know the light's not the best in this video, but please bear with me. And they just shuffle so beautifully. So I am just going to allow one of the cards to fall out on its own devices, as I know it will. And then I'll do them more. Oh, there we go. Oh, actually, okay. 2 have fallen out. So let's have a look at which cards we've got here. So I don't know if you guys are as well, but I'm really into angel numbers. So the first card is number 11, Midnight Clock. And it's a Cinderella card. And it's called Time Flies. Isn't that gorgeous? So everyone knows the story of Cinderella. But this one is it's just particularly memorable for me now. I think it's particularly symbolic because of the number of the card as well. So I love that. So we've got Cinderella. Oh, and the next one. Oh, they're 2 angel numbers. And both of these, you saw yourselves, actually fell out of the pack. This is number 33. I can't believe this has just happened, really. And I don't know these cards intimately yet, so I just wanted to share with you. But this is a swan. And this is from Wild Swans, and it's called Creative Inspiration. So we have Cinderella and the Wild Swans to guide your day or evening or night. And also angel numbers 1 and 3, which I just feel like there's something else we're going on at the moment here, because yeah, they literally, and I turned 44 this year, so I really do believe in the value of these angel numbers. Let me just have a look and see. Let's just see what number 33. Let's just see the main. I'll just read the top line meanings for both cards. So Wild Swan, number 33, creative inspiration. And she actually has a dark face, which is more like the shadow of the card. Or sometimes it can be referred to when a card is like upside down as well. The bright face is discover your creative potential. The dark face is too often you prioritize productivity over creativity. Drawing swan means you have been gifted with creative inspiration. Write a song or a poem, draw or paint a picture that is full of meaning for you. Go out into the world and take photographs and share them online. Try your hand at embroidery, calligraphy, or origami. Take an art class, pick up an unfinished creative project, or spin and weave nettles into a shirt. Discover your own creative potential before it is too late. And I actually feel like that's the card that I was meant to share today. So we will leave it at that. I did feel like there was going to be one card that was going to guide this video, and I was going to read out both the messages of the 11 and the 33, but I think it's a swan. And I think that if you're listening to this today and you've just suddenly come across my channel and or this video, and you do happen to be quite a creative person, then this is your sign. So take the number 33, pick up the pen or the paintbrush, get out into nature and create. Take a photograph, go and look at the sky, the sunset, the sunrise, the night sky, and see where it leads you. So thank you for letting me share the Fairytale Oracle with you. I highly recommend it. It has literally brought me to tears in some of the pages, some of the cards. It's like my inner child is just like having a field day. So as I said, I feel like anyone can get benefit from these cards because we all have our own memories and our own stories about how we felt, about particular fairy tales in our life. So lots of love, and I will hopefully see you in the next video.